To start our tutoring business, it is important for us to find the students. So how do we go about doing that? Well, in the first part of this two-part series, we talk about how to create our own flyer. So in this part, we will be talking about when and where we will distribute our flyers. Stay tuned. So when is the right time to distribute our flyers? Well, there is no right or wrong answer with this one, but since we are going to spend some money producing the flyers as well as printing them, it will be good to distribute them where you will be interested in your services. So when will that be? That is the question. Well, it is a bit like fishing. So when is the best time to fish? Well, we can go fishing in the afternoon if you want, but usually the best time to fish is early in the morning or late in the evening. So what about with tuition? How do we find students? When would be the best time? Well, is the answer A, Friday evenings, or B, end of the month, or is the answer C, after the exams? How would you answer? Well, if you answer A, maybe it's a good answer because Friday evenings, everyone just finished work and they're looking forward for the weekend where they're going shopping. If you answer B, that could be the right answer too, because end of the month is payday, so everyone have a lot of money and maybe they are searching for students at that time. Or C, after the exams. Well, if you answer C, that would be the best answer. Why? Would be the best time for a student to take on tuition lessons? Well, when we think about it, usually after an exam and when the results comes out, then the parents might realize that their children is weak in a certain subject. So at that time, they might think, oh, maybe here is the time. Oh, maybe my child here needs some private lessons. So that is the logic of it. Usually it is after the exam and just before the holiday, or some of the parents might take some time over the holiday to think about or ponder about whether their children needs to have private lessons, and then after the holiday when the school reopens, then they have tuition lessons. So secondly, where would be the place that we can distribute our flyers? Well, some of them go to condominiums. I really like that because when I enter the condominium, there are hundreds and hundreds of letterboxes there, so I can just do a mass letterbox drop there. The other one is the housing area. With this one, I try to dress really well so that the security guard would be kind enough to allow me to enter the place so that I can distribute the flyers. Another good place is actually the shopping mall. So in the shopping mall car park, we can distribute the flyers there, or in the shopping mall itself. I find that during the early morning time, it is a really good time to distribute flyers to mothers. Why? Because usually mothers at that time, when they finish sending their children to school, they might go to the shopping mall to do some shopping. So probably around 10 to 12 p.m. will be a good time to distribute the flyers to the parents' houses. So along a whole row of shop houses, we can just walk along to each and every one of them and just enter and distribute the flyer. And outside the shop houses, there's an area with rows of cars parked there, so that would be also a good place to distribute. And besides that, another good place in places like a convenience store or 7-Eleven. When we enter the 7-Eleven, we can kindly ask the staff whether it is okay for us to put one of a flyer on the bulletin board. Another place that is quite effective in distributing flyers are schools. Yep, schools before and after school. Usually there are many parents lining up to pick up their children. So around that time, it's also good to be out there to distribute the flyers to the parents. So sometimes the parents might ask a certain question about your services, so there and there you can answer the question. So thanks again for joining us for this part. We have already discussed about how we have created flyer, and in this section we talk about when and where to distribute our flyers. So please comment in the comment box below and tell me your thoughts, suggestions, or maybe you have an experience that you want to share. I'll be very much happy to listen to it. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time.